Hi, my name is Ella, a student currently studying moving image at the University of Brighton. Do you often consider how art practices can inform or allow audiences to experience information outside of purely factual or documentary sources? Isn't this outdated? Maybe a more human approach is necessary. I propose to you an event that brings together new and emerging artists in Brighton to showcase some of the most irreverent and engaging works exploring themes on place and relationships with the environment. I intend to curate an exhibition of moving image works by a selection of artists in order to engage with themes such as human relationships with the environment. The aim of the exhibition is to present the public with an artistic insight into current and global issues and to make conscious the fragile relationship with the natural world. But we're creating an open call exhibition featuring recent graduates from around the UK, primarily Brighton. And showing work that identifies within broader environmental themes. This will allow for a variety of work to be shown. The exhibition is in 2020 and will be showcased at the Brush Art Gallery in Brighton. This will be over 2 weeks to allow for a lengthy period of public engagement. On the website, the gallery is described as an established gallery for over 7 years, situated in Brighton. This artist-led gallery exhibits a large array of work, representing Brighton's emerging talent and established artists and makers. Being a well-established gallery in Brighton, this should make a boost to the event's visibility and reputation. Artist talks during the week allow for artists to discuss their work, engaging the viewers to question these artists and learn more about the processes involved, enabling a space that encourages discussion of art. My intent is to create an inclusive space for collaborative learning and artist support in the community. This project would allow great artistic growth for myself in my development to be an environmental artist. Being a recent graduate from Moving Image at the University of Brighton, I plan to use this experience to be able to develop my skills working with artists to grow my event skills. This is to further practice my organisational and installation setup experience in order to more effectively help present upcoming artists' work. I enjoy being able to use art, more specifically moving image, to engage viewers in current issues like pollution and climate change. Although it's seen in the current use of media, I believe more can be done to create influence through moving image and contemporary art. The exhibition will be made accessible to everyone and anyone, primarily appealing to students, schools, individuals and professionals. The exhibit will also be of interest to those in the professional field of art practice, as well as those in the environmental conservation sector. It will also appeal to individuals who are interested in the subject of climate change, global politics, and other contemporary issues. Situating the exhibition in Brighton will also attract a wider audience from surrounding areas, including nearby London. The event estimates the involvement of 600 plus people, including public engagement, participants of the project and artists. Not only will the public benefit from this exhibition, but as will all those involved in the success of it. Brush Art Gallery will gain a high number of visitors as well as new engagers with the exhibition, and an increase in interest at upcoming events. The 2 guest speakers involved will gain a greater public awareness of their activity as artists experience in engaging with artists interested in their work. Artists whose works are displayed at the exhibition will also have an advantage for exposure of their work amongst industry professionals and enthusiasts of the public, alongside the local services used to make the whole event possible. Facebook will be used to publicise the event further, with ads reaching a wider audience online. This event will also be further publicised by friends and family on Facebook and Instagram to further expand the audience. This will create a boost to the local economy, engaging them in the local area and art. Getting people involved in local causes and linking local upcoming artists to audiences and more developed artists around them will help to build connections locally within the arts. On a personal level, this project will allow me to develop my skills as a curator within the gallery and exhibition sector, intending to develop my skills as an art exhibition coordinator. This project will cost a total of £11,795.41, which includes partial funding from ticket sales at 3%, providing £350 in income and Welcome Trust grant for contribution to the arts of 7% at £850, making 10% of the funding to come from an alternative source. So why should you invest in this? How does it make a contribution to the arts? This local boost to the arts and making links between this and climate issues makes it a very contemporary exhibition. Have you ever noticed a lack of environmental art and a personal presentation of these effects, even though it's seemingly at the forefront of people's minds as of late? These issues are something we face and experience every day, and is what has also compelled these artists to gain inspiration within their work. It clearly has a resonance with people, even more so with younger generations, who have been more compelled in the news and media to share their thoughts on these issues, taking more into their own hands to create change to help environmental causes. The Climate Change Act of 2008 set legally binding emission reduction targets for 2020, a reduction of 34% in greenhouse gas emissions, and for 2050 a reduction of at least 80% in greenhouse gas emissions, and introduced 5-yearly carbon budgets to help ensure those targets are met. This exhibition will develop public awareness on climate change, creating a public space for issues to be discussed within a relaxed setting that allows for further discussion and contribution to this area to be developed on a local level. This would help the surrounding area to keep the dialogue going in aid to the city's response alongside the main policy driver for the climate change strategy. The sustainable community strategy, that is, creating the city of opportunities. A sustainable community strategy for the city of Brighton and Hove. Published in 2010, this sets out 8 priority themes, including living with environmental limits and enhancing the environment. This exhibition allows for me to apply myself to the concerns of the people within my area, appealing widely to artists and visitors alike. And finally, thank you very much for your time.